Grand Rising. So today I want to talk about the trickery that comes from the churches. And one thing I want you guys to all think about is like energy and symbolism is like a totally real thing. And like when you're doing things energetically, it causes disruption in your physical life. So for example, when you're going to your church and you are drinking something that is symbolic to blood and eating something that's symbolic to a body, that is cannibalism and creepy demonic shit. Especially when the person that you're eating represents a baby. Weird. Fucking gross. Okay? Like, what the actual fuck have we been subjected to? Have we been fooled into doing? And then these churches, right, these new churches, the church I went to, they get you all riled up. They have the music and Jesus, singing, getting you all feeling good. You have your arms up. You're feeling real good on those Sunday mornings or whatever night you go to church, right? They do this every time. It's trickery. And then, right after they get you all riled up and happy and feeling good and generous and, oh, I'm doing this for God, and ready to get your spirits high, they say, you're blessed to be a blessing. Give your money. Here's what we use your money for. Well, what I'm seeing is some nice outfits on stage. I'm seeing more churches being built. Like, where is the money actually going? And then you're finding out the people who attend the church, right? Like, now this church has become, like, basically a glorified travel agency where they get you to collect money from other people, sponsors. You get sponsors, right, who pay for your trips. And usually it's your family and your friends who are your sponsors, right, giving you money so you can go travel the world. Just for you to hear about more stories about how Jesus saved their life. These are stories. I thought, right, that Jesus would save my life because I thought my life was getting better. But when I started worshiping Jesus hardcore, my life actually got worse. Like, inside my body, my life got worse. I was more anxious. I was, like, just super overstimulated. Like, constantly rushing through life. And I'm like, this is not a church. And, like, as a single mom, I was tithing my money. I was tithing 10% of my paycheck every week. I get paid. That was the first thing I do. I go tithe my 10% to the church. As a single mom, I can't even move out of my dad's house. So I thought, I'm blessed to be a blessing. God will make my life better. No, I almost killed myself. And I was like, okay, what the fuck is going on? So then I started really went inward. And I started learning about how we are energy beings. Our bodies, we need nature. We need to be connected to the earth. The magnetic frequencies that connect us to the earth for our health. We're not supposed to be around all these products and food and things that just we're supposed to live in nature. That's where you're balanced. The most balance is in nature. And the churches don't do that. You're inside, right? Blocked off from the sun, blocked off from nature. You're all wearing your perfumes, your gases, coming off your bodies and stuff. Some of you, are alcoholics and drink your wine and everything and think that you're so righteous because you don't do drugs. Or some of you have an eating disorder and you just consume, sit in front of the TV and consume and snack and eat bad foods, the foods that aren't good for you. But then you judge people who have addiction issues. It's just because your addiction issue is food or the TV or your phone or does not make it any less different. You're still escaping yourself and you're still becoming a shitty person. What I have seen in these churches is trickery, and the Bible talks about false signs and wonders, okay? And what you consume, what you're consuming, whether it's eating, drinking, any of that stuff, putting on your body, consumption is everything. And it's also what you're feeding your mind mentally. When you go to the church, you focus on politics and religion and all the worldly things. A lot of these Christians today would crucify Jesus if he came back. You're the same ones who would have crucified Jesus. Jesus came to tell you that you are gods. It says in the Bible twice, you are gods. You are the light of your own life. You come here to breathe life onto everybody else, to speak words of wisdom, to speak words of kindness on other people, not to judge and shame and throw stones and cast your judgments on people. That is not why we come to earth. We come to earth to truly love others like we love ourselves. Because we know when you actually connect back to yourself, you know the shit that you've done in your life, and it's shit. Like, you have done some cringy things from the age of childhood all the way up. You have done some things that you're like, oh, as an adult, like, these are things that you would not want to admit to other people, maybe, because they might be like, what the fuck, you're gross, you're weird, you're this, you're that. If we were truly honest about the things that we've done behind closed doors when nobody else was watching, a lot of you feel shame about that stuff. And then you go project it all onto everybody else in the world. God is not found in River Valley Church. God is not found in any of the churches. You are God, and you are also the devil. And a lot of people, including myself, was acting like the devil. I was so busy. Oh, who's the Antichrist? Oh, who could the Antichrist be? Right? Like in these Christian groups, like conspiracy theorists, like, oh, celebrities are evil. They're selling their soul to the devil. There's these satanic rituals going on all over in Hollywood, blah, 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 blah. And then I actually woke up and I was like, oh my God, it's a church. The church is doing rituals. They're eating their babies energetically. Jesus, 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 worship Jesus. Go do it my way, do it my way. Shame kids for what they do. Yell at kids. Hi, Hitler. You know? I'm seeing a whole new truth to this world, and I have a right not to have to worship Jesus and not to. And here's all: I don't hate Christians. I don't hate Christians. I understand why they think the way they do because I used to be one. But that's not where God is. God, you are God's. Like right? When you go look at a group picture, think about this. When you go look at a group picture, right? Like you took a big family photo, group picture, whatever. Who's the first person you're looking for in that photo? If you know you're in a picture, who is the first person you're going to go look for in that picture? You're looking for yourself. Why? Because you are the most important to yourself. And Christians will tell you, that's self-love. No, you don't do that. You need to give all your power to Jesus. Who the fuck is Jesus? The letter J was not invented until 1524. Oh, Yeshua. Okay, who was Yeshua? Why were names? Why were words? Why are there different translations of the Bible? We need to start asking ourselves some serious questions because too many people are relying on this book for their whole entire life and relying on what their pastors say. Their pastors and their priests who received an indoctrination into religion, which is a worldly thing. Worldly. We are all the Most High. You are the Most High. I am the Most High. I choose what's best for me and my loved ones and my family. I can't force other people to be a certain way, to act a certain way, to have morals. I only know what I can do in my own life, make the changes I need to make in my own life to be a better person, to treat people with kindness. Because if I can just help one person, right, that's the whole point. If you can help at least just one person by being a good person, by leading by example, by inspiring others to do better, then that's how you change the world and save the world. But all this petty, hateful, spiteful fuck yous in your faces from these church people and all their vanity, no, thank you. The way they treat their children, they dress them up to look cute for adults. And, oh, don't get your church clothes dirty. And you're freaking out because your kids are spilling on their nice clothes. Like, that's... My son's pooping right now on my lap. Even he knows it's shit. Yeah, get it out. Anyways, I think a lot of people are being duped by the churches. I thought Hollywood was trafficking children and eating babies, adrenochrome, all that stuff, and I actually found out it's the church, right? With your circumcisions and your, and it's not just Christians, it's Muslims too. They circumcise their females. Now, I don't know if they do it here. I don't know if anyone here does it in America, but I know in other countries they circumcise their females. They cut off their clitoris. Boys, when you cut off that most sensitive part of their penis, like that, is you're stealing their sexual energy. You're stealing something from them. You're making a choice about their body without their permission, and they can feel that. Like, that's why they scream bloody fucking murder, because it hurts them bad. And just because they're a baby, you think they won't remember? That's the most precious being in the world, and we're doing that to babies. So I woke up and I realized it's not Hollywood or some Hollywood satanic elite that's trafficking children. It's the churches. And it's these Christians, judges and Catholic judges and attorneys and things, politicians, who only have their own view of the world. And they make decisions in people's lives because of what they look like or how they dress or whatever else. It's discrimination. We are all here to be our own individual human beings, and all of us have different interests. And we are to accept one another for our differences and to cherish and value life. Because right now we're not. I've seen some stuff. And I can't believe it. I can't believe that this many people, it's like zombie apocalypse is what I feel like. The zombie apocalypse, and everyone is just like eating everybody up. Come to my church. Jesus is the only way. Oh, I pray for you. Like constantly just shaming and just giving a nasty energy to people who don't follow Jesus or who tell you that you're wrong, that they think you're wrong. Oh, how dare you! You'll answer to Jesus one day. Oh, you'll burn eternity in hell. Like, what? Why are you casting people's souls into hell like that? Like, who are you? You fucking demons? You demonic people? I don't want any part of it. You guys can have that. Enjoy your lives. Love ya.